Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. I think it's about high time we start going towards Duna. So, without further delay, let's take a look at the Duna probe and its launcher. We've got some thumper solid fuel boosters, we've got some yellow tanks, a bunch of skipper engines. Then in our second stage here, or technically third stage depending, because solid fuel boosters, we'll call it second stage just to be safe. We have two Rocamax X216 fuel tanks with side-mounted liquid atomic rocket motors, the LVNs. We've got some liquid fuel in here as well. They're all hooked up and that's fine. And then we have a fairing? Yes, we have an actual probe hidden in a fairing. We're not going to go into too much detail about that yet. I want to reveal that when we get to Duna itself, which will be some point in the near future. But let's get to launching it. I'll probably do the launch in 1.5 times speed and post editing. So you know, chipmunk voice ahead, etc. And a 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Orbit is looking decent. Obviously it's still very early on in orbit, so that device isn't going to be all that high yet. We're going to be focusing on a wide orbit, thanks to our very appropriate gravity turn for once. About to detach the side tanks now. There we go, they're gone. Last engine remaining is running at full throttle for maximum speed. Speed pretty good, above 700 meters per second right now. Orbit is coming along nicely. Switch to that now, and then at some point, when we reach apoapsis, we'll start slowing down. Or at least not accelerating as quickly as we are now. We'll throw speed back to around 1/3. That should be enough. And we'll just keep burning and pointing prograde. Apoapsis is now above 70,000, so that is condition 1 for our orbit right there. We're slowly getting towards the apoapsis while still continuing to burn, continuing to expand our orbit and everything, so that's okay. Our altitude is 60 kilometers, so we're actually getting there now, quite quickly. That'll be lovely. Right, 65 kilometers, we're nearly at our apoapsis. It's gonna take like 50 seconds more, but you can just see that our orbit's already expanding quite nicely. We still have plenty of fuel left in the tanks, nothing to worry about there. And we are in space. Excellent. It's a nice gradual burn, instead of either doing this semi-suicide burn, like just burn everything at once, try and get in the high end or apoapsis possible. No, we're just gonna go for like circularization at like 70 or 80 kilometers. Then we're gonna try and expand out into, well, we'll probably have to start burning on the other side of the planet so we can get to do that quickly. That's always nice. Started our burn at the right time of day, thankfully. We're gonna go full throttle now because we're getting close to our apoapsis. Actually, I might have done it a little late, so we'll point up a little bit. Make sure the apoapsis keeps going up so we don't cross our apoapsis and start falling back down the Kerbin. That would be very bad. But there we go, orbit is growing nicely. As it does. It's not falling down in time, which is always nice to see. In fact, we have gone up, so we are pushing our apoapsis further and further away from us slowly. There we go, it's about even now. Good, apoapsis of 80 kilometers. Let's go full prograde. It's gonna take a little while. I mean, makes sense. We have to burn around all the way around the planet, even with a light little probe like we have. It's pretty fun to launch it with a fairing for once. I really use fairings on it often. It makes it rocket look pretty interesting, if I say so myself. There we go. We're nearly all around the planet. In fact, there we go. Let's wait a little bit. We'll speed up towards the apoapsis itself. Want to be as efficient as possible.
There we go. We are now in orbit. Lovely. Let's start planning a burn. I want to be pointing that away, roughly. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button as well. Add maneuver, there we go. Let's just start burning. This should expand our orbit towards Duna. We'll set it as a target, there we go. Now we need to select the maneuver again, which is a little annoying. There we go. We're going to be coming up on what looks like we're probably going to be on a relatively okay intercept, actually. Closest approach. Not bad. I think it could have been better, though. Probably could have been a lot better. Let's shift it like that. We're not gonna dabble too much, but it's... Oh, see? That's good. Again, we can always just do this burn and then correct later on in our orbit, so that's fine. Not really too worried about this. It's nice to get as close as possible, though. Just to be able to say, like, hey, we got pretty close in our first burn. We only have to do a minor correction burn of like a few meters per second. Oh dear. It's just like, yeah, you want to do tiny adjustments, you want to use a scroll wheel, and it's like, oh my god, we just flung you back 500 million miles. Well, there we go. 10 minutes until the intended burn. Easy time warp. Not going to be too fast because we're in low orbit, of course. But that also means we won't have to shift too far away. We're getting below 2 minutes. Let's activate our RCS because we have brought a little bit of RCS monopropellant along. Just to help us reorient. You know what? Let's do the burn from this screen. Otherwise, obviously, we're in the dark side right now. We can't see anything. It says burn is going to take 56 seconds, not even a minute, but we have like 400 oxidizer left, so we have to detach our stage. Which leads me to deduct that we have to start our burn quite a bit earlier. However, just have to get pointed on the bloody node, that's all. And go. There we go. Easy peasy. We'll run out of this tank quite quickly. Detaching is going to be interesting because they might technically be clipping a little bit. Please detach safely. That's all I need. Thank you. Bye, sucker. There we go. It's always nice to see that that went safe and sound instead of horrifically deathifying. Which is not a word, but I wish it was. It sounds pretty awesome to say. Deathifying.
Anyway, we're burning quite well. It's going to be like a minute or something of burning left. 2 minutes, according to the estimated burn down here, which is, you know, annoying, but fair enough. We'll wait. Not like we have to sit here all the time. Of course, I'll probably just speed this up in post, because that is quite easy to do, and it makes the video more enjoyable for you guys, hopefully. Partially because of Chipmunk, and partially because, well, you don't have to sit here through the burn all the entire time. I can imagine that would be pretty good. I'm sort of jealous of you guys, being able to fast forward through all of this, hearing me in some distorted Chipmunk voice or whatever. Meanwhile, I have to sit here trying to talk about all of it. I don't feel like it would be right to have a completely silent part. But, you know, sometimes the game and its beauty can really speak for itself, but other times I'm just sitting here like, I should be saying something. I am recording after all. That makes it a little awkward, not gonna lie.
Well, there we go. We are 40-ish seconds left of our burn. See, the thing about the nuclear engines is, They are efficient as all hell. We've spent like not even 400 liquid fuel and we're already nearly at Duna. It's efficient as crazy hell, but it takes a while. Now we have to actually adjust because, well, we're sort of late, and the node is like, hey, you're a little bit late. Let me adjust your course so you can catch up. Which is wonderful, but at the same time, it's throwing me off a little bit. Right, let's kill the maneuver. And then we can hopefully aim for a close intersect. Just watch the separation go down. I guess that's pretty useful. I bet NASA are pretty jealous, like, yeah, you can't do any of this. Right. Hi, rocket. It's daytime now. Let's deploy the fairing because we can. There we go, look at that. It's a small bundle of joy. Right. We are now on a one-way trip out into everywhere. It's gonna take 250 days to get there, Jesus. You know what I might do? I'm gonna cut away after the whole, we're gonna do a correction burn at some point. Add maneuver here. That would not decrease our separation. In fact, it would increase our separation quite a bit. That's pretty close. That's not getting any closer, unfortunately. This seems to work. At 17. Yeah, that looks like it works. Sort of. Hi. That's a Duna encounter. Let's focus view to Duna. What we want to try and do is get our periapsis quite low. Fairly's in a ballpark here. 4.3. 4.3. Yeah, we're getting roughly nowhere new, I'm afraid. But that is a nice orbit to have. I just mucked it all up. This is the amount of precision, like, we're not even doing a full meter per second delta V change. It's like 0.1 and it's already changing millions of meters. That's the awesome part about space. Small things can have major impacts. Yeah, you know what? We'll leave it at that. We will warp to our maneuver, which is switching things back to our Duna probe here. There we go. We're gonna warp to the node with a margin of 3 meters with 3 minutes spare. Now in the meanwhile, our science labs, let's not forget them, bless them, they are just sciencing away, literally. It's gonna take like 200 days to get to Duna, so I feel like it might be a good idea to start checking that out at some point. Like, we will definitely have to check in with the Moon Lab at some point. 100 days? No, I don't think it'll be quite enough to fill it up, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Yeah, they don't gimbal or anything, so the engines are not actually helping us, like, rotate or adjust our course or anything. Alright, well, here we go. after this burn is I'll cut it out. At least I'll stop recording, and I will basically warp ahead to when we encounter Duna. I'd like to land a probe this episode. Get some actual progress on the channel. What happened to our close... We have a close approach. Right. Wait, close approach mean... Does that mean we don't have a... I have no idea what's going on. You know what? I'm gonna quick save here. If anything goes wrong, I'll fix it off camera. I'll go warp ahead now. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, here we are. So I just did a little correction burn after we left for a minute. And right now I'm in the process of doing a second little correction burn, only 3.3 meters per second. It's in like 3 days, but it doesn't really matter that much. We could just do it right now. I just set that up as like a hallmark. Basically, we're gonna get into the atmosphere of Duna. We have no idea how far up it goes because, you know, we could probably look at... Oh. Yeah, we can probably look it up here, but where's the fun in that, right? Atmosphere height, 50 kilometers, so we're actually plunging in pretty deep. Yeah, that quote. Shouldn't end up on a t-shirt or anything like that. That'd be bad! But there goes our orbit. Yikes. Can we... Get you back in here? There we go. Long live RCS. Yeah, I'd rather have it be like 35 kilometers. That's fine. That's gonna be damn close, too. We're pretty close now. It's only gonna take like 100 more days until we get to Duna. We'll be fine. And then we'll start a burn shortly before entering the atmosphere to burn off some of our orbit speed. I mean, we're probably gonna have to take multiple orbits depending on how safe we wanna play this. There could just always be the potential that I end up like, smacking stuff horribly in some massive space accidents. Ugh, you never know. Hi, Duna. We're gonna be coming straight at you today. Like going very fast. Oh no, our orbit speed is 1,000 meters per second. Not bad. Yeah, it'll be a couple of hours until we reach our destination here. We have actually initiated the first flyby of Duna, which completes a contract for a lot of money. Now what do we need? Because I know that we were... That's a thing for Duna, but... Explore Duna. Achieve orbit. Science from space around Duna. We could probably get... our thermometer over here. Temperature scan high over Duna. Excellent. Well, that'll do wonderful. Oh look, it's Duna and Ike. The tidally locked moon. We also need to land and recover from the surface, so that's fine. Good thing we remembered to take a look at the temperature. That would have lost us out a lot of science potentially. Right, coming up on the planet now, so get out the RCS now. It doesn't really matter as much, as in changes made now are minuscule, while we basically did like the last couple 100,000 kilometers on a whiff of RCS. Let's try and keep it at 35 if we can. And we want to be... Yeah, okay. We want to be pointing up here if we can. I think. We could also just be messing it up royally in that case. Whoops. At the very least, something is happening. looks like I've made it so that we're landing in a daylight. I'll be completely honest, I sometimes don't know what I'm doing. Right now is one of those cases. And it'll be fine. What's probably going to happen is the orbit's going to flick around over there. I mean, we have the fuel. We're going to ditch this stage anyway, so we might as well muck around with it. Besides, landing in daylight's always more fun. We'll wing it. Guys, we'll wing it. Trust me, we'll be fine. Yeah, not what I intended to do, but it's working out pretty well. If I say so myself. Right? There we go, we're about to come on the other side of the planet. There we go, we're all speeding back up to get away from the planet. Oh, there's a new periapsis. Which means we'll just do a burn like retrograde. I don't want to do any fancy things. Because we'll end up on the other side of the planet again. That said, it is sort of funny, but still. Right, here we go. We're about to... I say we're about to. We're not about to get our escape away from anything so far. Periapsis is now going down. Very annoying. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt too much. As long as we don't descend too far. We have to face that way. Okay. Just making sure that I pretend to know what I'm doing. And we ran out of mob propellant. Hooray! Not like we needed that. Hey, our apoapsis is going back up, thank God. Our orbital velocity, meanwhile, is still slowing down, so that's excellent. Lovely. Hey, I can do things. It's fine. Nothing ever is going to go wrong. Well, lovely. We are now firmly established in orbit of Duna. I don't think it actually counted it. That's annoying. And what we'll do a quick burn up to quickly get our periapsis above 50k, and then we'll be in a stable orbit. And then it will give us the contract, and then we can go back down and land. I've got this. Don't worry. See, there we go. Entered orbit of Duna. A lot of money. Money is good. Unfortunately, we didn't quite bring enough RCS, but that's fine. We're going to bring our periapsis back down. We're going to slow ourselves further down. Everything will be wonderful. And we'll touch down and we'll be golden. Yep, there we go. Periapsis is going down again. Aero braking is going to be a thing. Okay, there we go. Now, importantly, we want to come down on this side of the planet because it's light. Light is fun. Look, it's Duna! We'll be going here a lot. If it's up to me. And we've entered into suborbital spaceflight above Duna. Excellent. What could possibly go wrong? Still need to transmit or recover the data. I'm not really rushing to do any of that, to be honest. We'll start slowing ourselves down just to be safe. To be fair, might not have been the best idea I've ever had. Oh well. Sure, let's ditch. We could ditch the stage. I mean, we're probably better off ditching the stage. Atmospheric flight above Duna. Oh boy. We'll keep the stage because it still has some fuel. Anything to kill our potential velocity. We'll save it for now. Go up 4 times speed. I like this planet. It's a fun planet to go to. Yeah, we're slowly starting to encounter the atmosphere. It's not quite safe enough yet for the braking parachutes, which is a little annoying, but I get it. 30k. I think that might not be a bad idea to start braking before we get too far and lose our specific impulse. This is actually braking really well. I'm not gonna lie. These engines are bloody efficient. Still have plenty of fuel for this. We'll be fine. I'm sure you all are worried about. There we go. Isn't it beautiful? 22 kilometers. And we can already deploy the braking parachutes. Excellent. We're almost at the point where we can deploy the regular ones now. Sweet. At this rate, we're going to slow ourselves down without killing all the... without using all our fuel. That's great. Massive fuel economy. This is just mind-boggling. Seriously, this is really good. I hope that point has come across. This is really goddamn good. Let's ditch it. Oh, that was a smoke. I was like, there's a smoke signal on the surface, but no, that was nothing. No crazy Indians being like, oh my god, the invaders are coming. Or Martians, rather. Well, the drogue chutes are out. They'll deploy at some point. We'll keep the heat shield for now. Depends if we actually land on like a hill or not. Don't think we will, but you never know. Look, drogue chutes. Amazing. Boom! Yeah, that sort of blew up in its face. Deploy the second layer of parachutes. I think we won't land on a hill or anything like that, so we might as well... Ooh, we're going a bit fast. Oh, no, there we go. 12 meters per second, wow. Parachutes really are not that effective here, are they? Well, we'll be landing in a flat area at least. I'm tempted to deploy the heat shield, but well, let's keep it. We'll use it as a base to land on, and it deleted itself. Boy, am I glad I kept it. We have landed our probe on Duna. Barely. Well, that's money. That's more money. Now we can review the data, transmit it. Log pressure data, transmit it for 48 science, and a lot of money. Money, yeah, looking good. We came tumbling down from the sky and we sort of landed. Amazing. We also got like 440 science from our labs in orbit. I did a collection run in the meanwhile, so yeah. I mean, I would have liked to land on this side, but I guess this works. We've landed in Duna. We have information, we have science. We have money as well. But I'm gonna end this episode here. It's been going on for long enough. We have landed on the red planet. Mostly safe. Lesson learned. More parachutes, even for something that's bloody light like this. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below. It really does help out a lot. And I do appreciate it. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to say. And if you want to see more, why not subscribe? We're going to be going to Duna a lot more. Anyway, until next time, have a good one, folks.